Alright guys, today I'm going to do a video on removing scratches from a windshield. Haven't even had this car long enough to do a video for you on why I bought this car, and I was on my way to work today. A big piece of asphalt shingling came up, hit the hood, hit the arm here, and hit the windshield. I was hoping it was just kind of stuff on the windshield, but unfortunately it is pretty scratched up. There's two things that make a scratch look like a scratch, either dirt in the newly formed crevice or light refraction, which has been changed based on that crevice. I'm going to go ahead and address both of those in different ways in trying to fix this. We're going to see how good it can look. Let's go ahead and zoom in. I can show you the scratches that I'm talking about here. Okay, so right here you can kind of see how badly it's scratched. Now, this is laminated glass. I'm hoping that the majority of this will come out. You can really feel the scratches, but I'm hoping that the majority of it will come out with some sort of product. I've got a couple of things in the cabinet that I'm going to try. Again, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use rubbing alcohol and see how much of it is just stuff that's now in here. But we'll start with a cleaning phase and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I didn't really expect for that to do much because I already cleaned it, but as you can see, this isn't just normal gunk on the windshield. This is like really pretty badly scratched. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start out with this. Had this in my cabinet. I'm sure there's a bunch of products on the market, but I'm gonna use this first. It's Rain-X, good brand. And I'm going to try it by hand first, and then I might get out like a polisher to use with it. Okay, you can see there, that one got a lot of it off actually. There's still a lot of scratches, but I'm sure I gained a lot of visibility back in the windscreen from doing this. You can see the difference. Okay, we are going to use my Torque next. This is a Torque X. I'm going to use a 105 finishing pad with it. And you want to make sure that you condition these things. Keep them wet first. Don't just use them dry with the material. And okay, so just in a couple of minutes, you can see that the majority of the scratches now are cleaned out, and that's why it looks really good. You can see still right here though, that's really deep scratching, but compared to up here, we've gotten visibly a lot more. So now that this is clean, we need to put something in it. Again, back to the beginning, you've got two things that are causing scratches to look like scratches: dirt in the crevice itself, and then refraction of light. And because these scratches are so deep, they're still going to refract light even if they are clean. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side actually now. I'm going to do the other side just so that I'm even. I'll take this divider out, get this side done as well, and then we can go ahead and fill in these cracks with material so that it doesn't look like it's scratched. Okay, so got a lot of the dirt out of the scratches, and it makes them appear a lot better. I put this rag on the dashboard here to help focus, but you can see in kind of the center section, I'll point it out here, right there, you can still see the scratches are there in the glass. And going back to the two different things causing scratches to look like scratches, we've cleaned out the dirt now. However, there's still the crevices that came from the incident itself that are empty, and light is now refracting differently than the rest of the homogeneous material. Okay, so you may be able to see this on the video, but lots of fine scratches. Now we've cleaned all these scratches out. There's no stuff in them. However, as soon as the car gets dirty, you're gonna see these a lot more prominently than you did before the windscreen got scratched. So what we're gonna do now is we have to put something inside of each of those little crevices, so that way stuff doesn't get in there and the light refracts the same as it does for the rest of the windscreen. So we have some other stuff. I'll show you guys what to do next. Okay, so now we've cleaned the scratches, but we still have scratches on the glass itself. It looks a lot better. However, it's not going to be long lasting because stuff is still going to get into those little spots in the glass. And so what we're going to use is we're going to use some sort of sealant. Now, I've seen people use wax. You can use sealant just like this. But essentially you need some sort of coating that goes in on top, and it's going to fill in each of those little crevices. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use this Wolfgang paint sealant. I'm going to use an ultra soft 107 pad on my buffer. We're going to go ahead, apply it, wipe it off, and that's going to be the treatment. Okay, I've let it dry to a haze per the instructions. I'm going to use a clean microfiber and take this off. And wow, I can feel it just gliding across here. I think this is going to be a pretty good solution for the problem. Okay, and I don't think that I'm going to be able to show any of the things that I can see with my eye on a video, and that's how good this came out. I'm really happy with that. The only thing I'm left with are a couple of pock marks here. I actually have some resin on the way from Amazon, and I'm gonna do that in a separate video showing how to get rid of like cracks and chips and bigger stuff like that. However, for just scratches, I think this came out really well. I see a couple pieces where the lamination definitely was damaged, but I think if I keep a good quality sealer on here, no one except for me is going to notice that anything's messed up here on this glass. I'll also do another video on doing it on the paint. It's a slightly different procedure. Not really, but I'll do a separate video on that. The final thing that I'm going to do to wrap this up though, so I'm going to use this. It seems a little bit counterintuitive to put it right on top of that new sealant, but I want the whole windshield to look the same. So that's why I'm going to do this just on the whole windshield here so that you guys can see what it looks like. Okay, that's it guys. I'm actually noticing a couple of other little spots that I'm gonna do over here on this side. Seems like there's a couple of other spots that got hit. But that's how you do it, right? It's a couple of different steps. You do need a few different types of materials. I'll put the links in the description. Okay guys, so that's it. You can see, I'll try and do this so you can kind of focus in on it, but It looks like there are no scratches. Again, a scratch is permanent, right? Like it's still scratched, but if you remove the debris inside the scratch, if you fill in the scratch with some sort of sealer or wax or something that will smooth out any light refraction, you can get a really good look when you're done. So check out those products. I'll put the links in the description. These are just ones that I had in my garage. There's probably 100 different products that do very similar things, but you can go ahead and grab the ones that I used if you'd like to follow the exact steps. Next video, I'll show you guys how to fix actual cracks like this. Probably on the Toyota though. I got some bad cracks in the windshield there. And then I'll also do one on removing scratches in paint. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this in the video, but that piece of shingle really screwed up the front of the car at 90 miles an hour. So I got a bunch of different things I'm going to do on this car, and then I'll actually probably do a video and tell you guys why I bought this car in the first place. But that's enough for today. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.